time. Welcome to the podcast, FuelStopChats. What is the name that you guys are going by at this point?
So we are called the Disorderly Drifters.
Yeah, that's fitting.
Yes.
That is fitting. So for the people that are listening, I'll just do a quick synopsis and you can correct me where I'm wrong. You wanted to break the world's tuk-tuk distance record, so you were going to go from London to China?
London to Mongolia. Yeah. I mean,
okay.
To start. And then we were going to keep going, kind of like our goal was to go through all of that, go through 20 countries, get down towards Southeast Asia, maybe try to circumnavigate the globe, but we just wanted to break that Guinness Book of World Records.
In a tuk-tuk. Have you guys ever ridden in a tuk-tuk?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
A couple of them have.
Were you sober?
I'll let Austin and Travis take
sober?
this.
No.
Sober. I don't think anyone has sober.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that's ever ridden in a tuk-tuk that didn't have a 6-pack of beer and a pizza that wanted to do it again.
Or a gun to their head.
Well, so that didn't work out. Then you were going to have a tuk-tuk actually shipped into the States, and you were going to go from the Canadian border in North Dakota south and just keep going until, well, you ran out of land.
Until they got to the bottom.
To the bottom. Yes, it's become a drinking game. So you're going to go all the way down to Ushuaia and then ship it over to Cape Town and then head back up.
Yes. Yep, that was the plan.
Okay.
And then we were going bottoms up. So
bottoms up. There you go. So you couldn't get the tuk-tuk. So you said, hey, what the hell? Let's get 4 monkeys and a CT90. And for those of you that are listening at home that don't know what a monkey is, it's a single cylinder, 124.9 cc engine, under a liter. It has a fuel tank of 1.5 gallons, but it gets 125 miles to a gallon.
I go with 100. I tested that out on the way here.
Okay,
140 miles to a tank.
Suffice it to say,
maybe.
I'm sure that the butt says stop before the gas tank says feed me.
Well, I figured the blinking light, you're good for another 30 miles. I figured out on the trip here. So once it starts blinking, the one bar, you got 30 miles.
All right, so 125 cc or the 90 cc. Who's riding the CT?
Well,
That'd be
That
me.
would be Cody.
Okay, so Cody's on the 90. Everybody else has got the Cadillac of the group on the big 125s. When I first read this, I thought to myself, these guys are batshit crazy. And then I started thinking about it. And I've looked at trying to travel all the way down there. I mean, the top speed on these things is 65 miles an hour. You're not going to be doing 65 miles an hour. The roads are shit down there. You get down there with a big old GS, you're lugging around 500-600 pounds just of motorcycle without your gear, plus fuel. You get a 5-gallon tank, you strap it to the back of a monkey, you're good for 500-600 miles with 5 gallons of gas because you're refueling yourself, plus the tank that you're starting out with. So 6.5 gallons. Depending on what you're packing, as far as are you taking tents, sleeping bags? I mean, I was in the Army.
Have you seen those bags? Where would you put it?
I knew how to go out with a pair of socks.
We are going to. So we got all of our belongings. We've been working on this for a few months to get all of our belongings down to basically a backpack. And then, if you have that secondary backpack, that's where we're fitting in the hammocks, the tents. We've got some sleeping pads, sleeping bags. Obviously, we can't afford to be staying at 5-star hotels on the way down there. So we are definitely planning on camping. A lot. So we're distributing camping supplies amongst each other, I think. And then we'll get it on there. Right now we're in the process. We've been working on monkeys for and we'll work a little bit on the CT90, but we're working on monkeys.
It's fine, it'll make it
for the last 2 days. Just trying to put the racks on and then come up with our own design of how to weld something on. He's got this amazing idea with a milk crate that didn't quite work out that well.
Yeah. We've got 3 monkeys in the welding shop tonight right now. A buddy's welding on him, beefing him up.
Oh, is
I put my milk crate and rack on it, and I drove 100 yards and came back, and it was almost falling off already.
Yeah, it's hard to get large racks on. I mean, they're
Not
small
painful.
bikes, so you can't get a big backpack on.
Well, and here's the thing. I've never seen a large rack on a monkey.
Right, you can't.
Yeah, you better have some coffee after that one.
Touche. Yeah, so we're working on that. We've been working on it for 2 days. We're gonna get something figured out, and luckily right now we're postponed a little bit because the title for my bike has not come in the mail yet.
They title those? Like that seems like just an annoyance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're a little bit frustrated, but no, it's fine. It's actually kind of nice because half of us weren't ready to go, but
neither was I, and they made me drive 700 miles.
But
Now, where are you coming from?
I came from Helena, Montana.
Okay, and
Well,
you're
it was
all
only
now.
supposed to be 500 miles, but I ended up with 700 by the time I got here.
So you
Right
got
now-
lost.
He bar hopped.
He bar
Bar
hopped.
hop.
I
Okay.
listened to Google. I kind of got lost on a bike road.
So the best thing, Chris, is that he thought they were leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, we didn't tell him till he got here.
I'm
Dude.
fucking ready to go, and they're not even fucking ready yet.
Well, I gotta just hold on a second because you guys are confusing the heck out of me.
All
So
right.
you're leaving tomorrow, so you think on
Our plan-
no. What's the dude in the
Just call him the
700
manager.
mile? What's
He's
his
the
name?
manager. The manager.
The
You don't
manager.
want me as a
So-
manager, trust me.
Okay, the manager shows up. He's gonna ride a monkey thousands of miles, and he's wearing a freaking blazer.
Yeah.
He wrote it
He's
there.
never
Over a
gonna-
t-shirt.
He
over a
rode the
t-shirt.
monkey there.
No, I got that in a blazer. Like that. This is like I want to
On the
go.
way here.
Yeah,
I want
it's
to go. Like I'll be there. I'll fly in tomorrow, and I'll have one of those monkeys in my suitcase, and let's go.
All right.
More the
fun
merrier.
factor- the fun factor, dude. I mean, think about it. Like I'm riding this. That's in Montana on a trip out west.
What part of Montana?
I was crisscrossing this. I was going from Glacier, going down to what is it, Glendive,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
a diagonal from corner to corner, and I was on my way back from Seattle. That was 7,418 miles in 10 days.
Nice. Holy
The
smokes.
guy said, he called me on Tuesday. He said, I'm going to go to Seattle. I said, okay, when you want to go? He said, Friday. I said, okay. And how do you want to go? He goes, well, I want to go to the Angeles Crest Highway and ride that. And I go, okay, so just geography lessons. You do realize that LA is here. We're here in Pennsylvania, and here's Seattle. Why
Yeah.
can't we just go to Seattle?
No.
So how much time do we have? He says, well, I gotta be back in like 10, 11 days for my daughter's wedding. It's like, great. Let's do it.
That's awesome. I like this guy.
But we piled it on, man. We took off and had a blast. But man, the fun factor, first of all, I've ridden a monkey, and the fun factor's through the roof.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
like
Hold
James
on,
said,
I have to mark
been-
the tape on that recording part where you said you rode a monkey. I
yeah,
have to-
yeah. You know, when I was in the service, the guys that listen are gonna go, "Oh, I remember that," and they're not gonna be talking about. They're gonna miss it. They're gonna be thinking about something completely. I'm talking about a little motorcycle for everybody at home. So, but I'm telling you, the fun factor. I mean, we've got a lady that we've been interviewing on about a monthly basis. She's in Colombia right now. She's on a GS 850.
No, she's 750.
Okay. And I sold everything. I'm going to travel around the world. And I'm like, hey, we should call her and say these people are on their way.
They're already in contact with Tracy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys listen? You said you listened to that podcast. I love it when she said, yeah, I just called my daughter and said, listen, I'm selling everything, so we're gonna have to find you an apartment.
Yeah. Yes.
Get out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our style.
Sorry, you're evicted. 30 days.
So what is so manager, you're leaving in the morning. You've got your passport, you got your COVID test, and you just hope that the borders are open. I mean, what's the plan?
I got my microchip, and if I show them there, hopefully they'll let me in.
So you guys chipped him in case he
Yeah.
gets
Yeah. Well,
wanders
we
off.
always lose them.
I'm calling it my microchip. It's like maybe they'll let me in border to border.
Well, the thing is, Chris, I mean, a lot of those borders are closed for driving across. The beauty of it is they can take those monkeys, put it in the carry-on luggage, and just
walk.
fly in.
Well, now
Yeah,
they can
good.
walk across the border.
Yeah, we can push it.
No, I'm
right?
saying you technically it's okay to walk. You can walk
Yeah,
into
'cause you-
Canada.
Yeah, you can carry it across the border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah.
No.
We did come up with a little bit of a plan just to waste some time waiting for borders to open, just kind of enjoy the ride. We're going to do the Baja California, go through all of that and explore, hang out for a while. And then once we
There's
get-
absolutely no set route at all.
Yeah, no set route.
And no timeline.
and no
Okay,
timeline.
So if you're going to do Baja, head down on the east side. I think it's route number 5.
On the Gulf
It's,
side.
there's some dirt, there's some off-road in there, but it's just gorgeous.
Oh, perfect.
Chris and I did that a few years ago, and yeah, that route going down there, you make your way around. I don't know if that old dude is still there or not,
He'll
but
be there.
there's
He'll be there.
he's got to be there.
We rode, the road ends and it turns into dirt, and then it turns into, there are graders and excavators that have just made the first cut through this mountain to put this road in. And there's a freaking stop for beverages and bathrooms. And we're like this guy's got some foresight, man. He's planning way ahead. So we pull in there, and you pulling up the picture? See if you can find those pictures. I got them on my other computer. Anyway, we pull in there, and
Yeah,
there's this
I'm
guy
looking.
sitting on a 4-wheeler. And we're all getting off and taking a walk around, looking at the sign and looking at the cold beverage thing, and the guy says, "Hey man," he says, "could you help me get off the 4-wheeler?" And at first I was like, "What?" And then I noticed he didn't have legs from the knees down. And I said, how long would you sit here until he goes, "Well, until somebody came by." Like, moron.
Duh.
So we put him in a wheelchair, and he goes, "You got to sign my book." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "You got to sign my book." I said, "Okay." I open up this book. It's like a log book. There are people from all over the planet that have signed this thing.
Oh, that is
So we
awesome.
hang out,
I
shoot
can't
the
think of
breeze
his
with
name.
the guy. We get down. It turns out that everybody everywhere knows of this stop, of this guy,
The
right?
dude lives there.
And,
He lives in he will sell you a bottle of water or a soda. He lives there. He's got an outhouse, but you have to go there and you got to get your picture taken with him, and he wants you to. You give him some money. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know if this dude's still alive or not.
He'll be there.
But we'll yeah.
What town is it at?
It's
There's no town.
There's no
There's
town.
no-
Okay, what
There's no town.
Baja.
It's a
what
Baja.
hill
You're right.
is
So here, let me describe it to you. You're on
The
Route
highway
5.
ends, and you
Yeah,
keep
the
going.
highway ends about 200 miles later. You're still on this dirt road,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna see an old dude sitting on a 4-wheeler next to a mud hut.
Can't miss them.
Can't miss it.
That,
Literally the only building for
yeah, and
miles.
it will be the only building that you see in 200 miles, and it's less than a garage,
Okay.
really. Oh, I gotta find this.
So we should-
I'll
I got
find
it.
it and I'll send it to you.
I got
I'm
it.
sure there's
pulling it
somebody's
up.
listening and is like, oh yeah,
Okay,
it's no
perfect.
so. Yeah, you sign the wall.
Here we
Courtney,
go.
you might be careful
Here
because
it is, right here.
he's a little bit of a perv. I don't think you get a lot of lady visitors
Not
out
a little
there.
bit,
No,
a whole lot.
Yeah.
I've run a lot of bars, like I get it. It'll be fine.
Rule
No, he's
number
he's
one
gonna
is
tell
don't
you.
let Courtney get raped.
No. You all you got to do is walk 10 feet and he can't get you. What?
Right. Seems like it's easy to get away from. So
It's like outrunning a NASCAR driver. Just take a right turn.
Throw a stick in front of his wheelchair and you're good.
Well, it's all rock, so he's not really going that far. But
All
yeah,
right,
he's gonna
James.
say, take your picture with me for your bra, because there's about 1,000 of them there.
oh, nice.
All right,
Fair
the
trade.
All right, you
pic
get it?
should be in your. It's in your inbox.
Okay.
Why don't you just load it on here? Make me do the work.
Because I have the picture and you don't, so now you do.
So if you send it.
I'm just thinking of you, man.
Which email?
Yahoo?
Okay.
No, I meant your
don't
Yahoo
need to call me
email.
names.
So we're going to the bottom,
Yeah.
and then we're going to go over to the southern tip of Africa. You're going to enjoy the continent of Africa all the way to. You're going to go hook it up to Mongolia and east, right?
We're gonna try to go up to Europe. We don't know how many years this is gonna take. We're not sure. And then if we could do the Mongol rally that we originally planned, that would be
That'd be
awesome.
sweet.
We're signing up for that too.
So
You're
so
signed up for
nobody's.
everything.
I mean, everybody's just like sold the house. It's going to be gone for an indefinite period of time.
I
Wait,
think
I see he's
Yeah.
waffling. Wait. What do you?
I
What's
sold
this?
everything but the house.
Are you holdout? Are you not? I'm talking to you,
Which one?
not the manager. To the left of the manager. You
This
went like
guy.
In the
this.
middle.
Aussie.
This is the assistant manager.
Aussie's not selling
We're
his
in
house.
my house right now.
Yeah.
I'm keeping that, but I sold most everything.
Oh.
Oh, there's
Okay.
the pictures.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was like, what do we switch
There
to?
you go.
Right
That
on.
guy-
We'll look for
Look
it.
for him. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That guy was a hoot, man. Got those leather pads that's right at the end of where
That
you
is
would be.
sweet.
Four-wheeler and wheelchair.
Yeah, and that's the four-wheeler. We picked him up one on each side and set him in the wheelchair. And he was very appreciative. He went inside. You can see the sign back there. It's like what does that say?
Did it zoom
Yeah.
in for you?
Yeah, enter here. And
Yeah.
you go inside and you can get a beer. You can get a beer there. You can get a cold
Nice.
water.
I'll
He's got a
definitely
little outhouse around back. And I wish I should have just pulled the pictures up. We walked out to the front entrance of this place and took a look of the highway, just looking down, and all you see is literally just dirt.
Dirt.
And we went probably, it was nice and flat and hard packed. And about, I don't know, a quarter of a mile past him, it just becomes rocks, boulders, heavy equipment still there
Massive
on the side of the
boulders.
road. There's a dude in a Mercedes SUV with like what's the Windstream trailer camper.
Oh yeah.
He's got a flat tire on the camper, and we were all like on the bikes. We were freaking out because there was some jaggedy, sharp rocks sticking up. We're thinking, okay, let's take it easy up through here, and then all of a sudden, there's the highway, and you start riding again, and it's like, why? Who does that? You would be riding and the bridge would be gone. And so normally, you know how they elevate the highway and then, the bridge, right? No, you go down that steep bank, you go through the creek, you go around and you come back up the other steep bank and you get back on the highway.
That's perfect. That's
That's
exactly
awesome.
what we want to go through.
Yes.
It was awesome. And
Coco's
we went
Corner.
down, what is it?
Coco's Corner.
Yep. Coco's Corner.
Coco's Corner.
Where's corn? Awesome.
All right, we'll remember
And that's
that.
on the Baja side. And then
Yeah, it's actually on. If you go to maps.google.com and
It's
type
on the
in
map.
Coco's Corner, it'll bring it up and show you exactly
Oh,
where it's at.
perfect.
it's on the map.
First
And then we
stop.
went down, we were probably
Yep.
halfway down the peninsula.
Yeah, we made
We
about
didn't go all the
halfway.
way down to Cabo. We went about halfway down. We crossed over and went back up the Pacific coast because we were on like a 4-day. We flew in for work and had some meetings out there, and then we just rented bikes in Long Beach and took off from Long Beach and rode back. But good times.
Oh, good deal. We're excited.
All right.
So how many
so-
languages? How many languages do you guys speak between you for this travel?
One.
one,
do you
yeah,
guys-
one if Courtney's in the
But if
room.
you count us all, we speak one language.
I was going
One
to
if
ask if
Courtney's
you,
in the room.
I was going to ask if you spoke both North and South Dakota.
You betcha.
Oh, yeah.
betcha.
They get up there in Wisconsin and the Dakotas there.
We know a few phrases here and there in Spanish, but it's
Una
better to
cerveza.
learn hands-on, maybe.
I used to be pretty fluent back in high school, but I just moved away from it and haven't used it for years, and hoping it comes back pretty good. Once I
Well,
hear it a lot,
Oh yeah,
You're about to
You'd be
use it
good.
again.
yeah, no, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
You'll be good. I
I remember all the swear words for some reason, but
Why is that? You know what's crazy? People with Alzheimer's can remember those words too. I don't know why. Science. But so no Afrikaans, no European. I mean, we won't count England, but no French, no Spanish, no German, no.
I know enough in Spanish to get by, whether it's like getting a hotel room, order food. I know a little bit of Swahili, but that's about it.
Cool beans. Well, you have plenty of time if you want to do like a, listen to it on tape, learn as you go.
Yeah.
no, for sure.
And no timelines. You guys are just totally winging it.
Yeah.
We are, yep.
Till we run out of money.
Yeah, run out of money or get sick of it. And, some of us might want to go home sooner than others, and that's totally fine. And some of us might stay out there for 5 years. We really don't have a plan.
I'm planning a year.
Coulter's planning a year. He wants to make that very clear.
Are you guys, how are you documenting this? Are you guys going to write a logbook or are you going to take?
We do have a blog. It's www.disorderlydrifters.com. It's a baby right now, but it will grow as we have, as we get ready and have more adventures and get started. We have all the social medias. You can find us just by typing in Disorderly Drifters on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. So we have all of those set up and ready to go. We've been trying to post as much as we can about the preparation process, which has been a lot. We're not as good at it yet as we might be when we're on the road, but
You're going to be pros
posted.
soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, James, when you edit the YouTube portion of this, certainly not the audio, but for the YouTube portion of this, you can put all those social media stuff at the
Yes.
bottom of the screen.
Well, that would be great. I'll have to email you the link because on YouTube, they won't let you be
I heard
youtube.com/disorderly. What?
He said at the
Oh,
bottom.
you did?
And he just said it too.
Take it.
So so it's possible wherever you have access to Wi-Fi that we could tune in and kind of check up with you guys
I
once
hope
in a
so.
while?
It'd be
Yes.
fun to do a
That would
video.
be a blast, yeah.
We would love that if we can. Yep. If we find a hostel to stay in, and we're gonna try to shower at least once a week. So
I
maybe
think we're trying to do something.
Mainly Courtney. The rest of us are fine.
I would like to shower once a week, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But we can find a Wi-Fi like cafe
Try to plan on
or
Wi-Fi once a
somewhere where we could
Yeah.
do a check-in with you
hotel
guys and
shower.
do
Oh,
a
yeah.
podcast. That would be really
Absolutely.
fun.
So what do you think
now
your
are you
time
guys-
frame is
Yeah.
for when you're leaving?
Well, here's-
Tomorrow?
So we're waiting on my title for my bike to come in the mail so that I can get it licensed and registered, and then we're gone. Then we're ready to go. But it just is taking longer. Mail here is also really hard in the middle of nowhere. So
it's been slow.
it's been slow. It's been
Where-
a little bit slower.
Well,
Where
that's
are
the
you?
beauty of the trip that you're taking. I mean, considering where you're starting, you're only going up from there.
Yeah, you're right about
There's-
that.
Where-
There was
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lag in the silence. I was like, oh, North Dakota jokes. Ooh,
Where are you guys at?
So,
Shut it off.
It's done.
for
We're in
Chris's
North
question-
Dakota.
he is from Dunn Center. He's from Grassy Butte. He is from Medora.
Yep.
Coulter's from Helena, Montana, which is why we didn't tell him we're not leaving tomorrow until he got here. I'm originally from Belfield, which is a very small town, and then I lived in
I think I'm
Dickinson for a
smaller.
long time.
You got me smaller.
I live in a cabin in Medora now, just to not pay rent.
Oh, I
And,
just sold it. so-
and Travis just sold it, so we
You live in
we're
That's really
down
homeless.
all of our own, everything we own is down to 2 backpacks and a motorcycle, a Honda Monkey.
And a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
We'll
So,
get
how,
there.
I mean, how old are you guys?
I'm 33.
34.
32.
I'll be 33.
Well, the real question is me. I knew you were asking because of me.
No,
but
no.
I'm
Nope.
30.
Nope.
nope. I wasn't asking for you. No, I
Nope.
really wasn't.
Edit.
I'm 30.
You look 12. It's okay.
Gonna bleep this out, right?
No, you never ask a woman her age. I've been married 20 years. I've learned that one.
33 here, brother. So I got married the year you clowns were born.
So that means you're old enough to be their dad.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want to go on the trip.
I do too.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just a fascinating trip. You know, what I was saying before is either you guys are batshit crazy or genius. And I've really thought this over, and it's absolutely genius. what you guys are doing.
I'm going to go with genius. I mean, first of all, look at the guy with the blazer. You know, there's a bunch of brain cells going on in there, right? So there, and then you got the master fabricator who's got all the luggage figured out with the milk crate and the welder, and he ain't welding. He said there's a guy out in his shop that's doing all the work right now. That's
Brilliant.
genius.
Brilliant.
That's genius, right?
It's all about delegating.
See? Who's really the manager?
Exactly.
Yeah, we know. We
All right.
know.
We're about to run out of time. Do you guys want to keep going, or you want to wrap it up? You got other shit to do, because God forbid somebody
Up
say
to
bottom
you.
again.
Up to you.
So
We still got beer.
we got
We're
half a
good.
case of beer left. So
All right, I'm going to shoot out
You
another
got
link.
a card game. Tell us.
We're going to
All
fire you
right.
off another link.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot out
Okay.
another link for listeners at home. We'll be right back.
Commercial break.
Learning history is something taught in school. Experiencing history is a right seldom exercised. Either experiencing the American Civil War by walking its battlefields and touching the soil where blood was shed, or experiencing musical history from the studios where the lyrical touchstone was created and recorded, the textile of history should be experienced firsthand. Participants in this journey should be riding a motorcycle from historical location to historical location so that the environment can wash through them in the open air. Ride History provides an intimate, educated, and personal experience guiding its riders through history on the freedom of two wheels. Check out www.ridehistory.com for available tours of the Gettysburg Battlefield, or ride through America's entry into the Industrial Revolution on the Oilfield Tour. The Knox Tour from Fort Ticonderoga to Boston, or the 8-day Rhythm Tour, starting in Atlanta and hitting Nashville, Memphis, Muscle Shoals, Jackson, and New Orleans. Ride through American history at ridehistory.com. Nope, keep hitting me. Can you hear me now? Can't hear you.
It says it's connecting to audio still.
Oh,
It's North Dakota, bro.
it's
It's not going to be
connecting.
fast.
You're still connecting to audio. There, now it's connected. Can you?
There
All
we
right. Yeah,
All right.
sorry about
There's a delay.
Manager
You
is
get out all the way out there to North Dakota.
that.
Now, is anybody related, or I mean, you two look like brothers, but it could be the beards.
It's
no.
definitely the beards. No, none of us are related. We're just a 5 group. We're honestly from all separate towns and just a really good group of friends. 5
How did
group-
you meet?
Go ahead, Austin.
I went to Cody.
I'm losing your audio.
Coulter. And then what's that?
We lost your audio.
Oh, are we frozen?
Yeah,
you're
Oh,
good now.
can you hear us?
Yep.
Yeah, now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So you met him when you guys were at a high school dance, is what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Actually,
I turned him down, and then
to be completely honest, I was at the high school prom with his sister. So that's how it went. But
that is 100% true too.
Yeah.
So you guys all went to school together or not?
We
No.
didn't.
Just
no.
Cody and I were in the same school.
Just Cody and Austin went to school together.
Only for a year, and we liked each other that much to go on a huge trip.
That's awesome.
Yep. And
Then I met Coulter in the local bar here. He came to my town to work in the oil field, and then I ended up working with him. Anyways, we were co-workers for years, and then
He moved into
Travis
your
and
yard.
I don't know how we really met. It just kind of,
you guys ended up randomly traveling together.
yeah, I think mutual friends knew we both like to travel, and we just kind of ended up traveling together eventually.
Yeah.
And I met Austin when we were, I don't know, 11 at Bible camp in Medora. So that's, yeah. You know what? You know the old MSN Messenger? We used to chat on that. So that is honestly, I met Austin first out of anybody, but that's a long time ago.
We have the oldest friendship out of all of us.
We do. It's weird. But then I started actually dating Travis. And
You said
then
that like, wait, is that past tense?
no,
Not yet.
I'm still dating Travis.
Okay.
But
I was
he
going to
was-
say,
he
you do
was-
realize it's a long freaking way around the world.
No.
This trip is gonna test the relationship.
It'll be a test. But I started dating Travis. He wanted me to meet his really cool friend Austin, and so he brings Austin. We go meet at this bar, and he's just like, "Oh, wait, Courtney? Oh yeah, from Bible camp. I know you already." So yeah, and we've all been
Stole your
friends. And then
thunder.
Austin and Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just kind of randomly know each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're talking about
So
the
come up with
SMS
the idea.
messenger. My wife and I were watching on Netflix. I think it was Eliza Slazenger, something like that. She has a comedy special out right now, and she was talking about. She goes, "I'm 35 years old. That means I'm right on the cusp,
She's funny.
of being a millennial." She goes, "I'm an elder. I'm an elder millennial. I used SMS or something like that, and it was hilarious. It just reminded me of that. Sorry."
Yeah.
That is really funny. Yeah,
So
she's
true.
funny.
Funniest joke I've heard recently, like in the last hour or so, was this guy who was a stand-up comedian says, "I'm 31 years old." He says, "But I look like I'm 12. And so every time I go buy liquor, they card me." And he said, "So I go to the store, I get this bottle of Pinot Grigio, and I put it up on the counter, and she starts looking at me and just looking at, and he goes, first of all, how many 17-year-old kids are going to buy a bottle of Pinot Grigio? Like, can you see me going to the frat party? I'm here for Pinot!" He goes, "It's never going to happen." She goes, "Oh, you're right. You must be 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who come up with the idea to do the ride around the world?
I'll let Travis take this one.
Well, we've been traveling. Me and Austin and Cody, we've been traveling for the last 5 years or so, and we always had that idea. Let's quit our job someday and just go. And we didn't know what it would be on or how it would be. And it wasn't until like last year, Austin signed up for the Mongol rally that the Adventurous put on. And it was actually your buddy that signed you guys up. Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, well, our buddy Mike Evans, I actually met him in the Amsterdam airport, and he's one of my best friends now. And we've traveled together a lot all around the world. And he was the one that came up with the idea to do the Mongol rally in a tuk-tuk. He said, "No one's ever done it before." He's like, I think it could be done. I think we could do it. And Coulter was with me. We were in Peru with Mike, and we're like, "Sign us up. We'll do it. Let's all do it." And a couple months later, he bought a tuk-tuk, had it shipped to the UK. We were ready to go. that was supposed to happen last July, 2020 July. And obviously COVID, that didn't happen. And then they kicked us on to 2021. They said, well, we'll just sign you up for 2021. So we're all like, okay, we'll do it 2021. Talked to Travis and he's like, that sounds awesome. I want in. So we were going to order a second tuk-tuk and we all want to do it. We're going to go do it on two tuk-tuks.
Two tuk-tuks.
Yeah.
We're
all going to join in. And then obviously COVID again decided to shit on our whole parade.
We made this whole plan to go on 2 tuk-tuks and do this Mongol rally. It was going to be amazing. And that's when, Travis had signed up for Guinness Book of World Records, which takes about 12 weeks for them to get back to you. So we just, we had made this plan to do this and we weren't sure. We were trying to figure out how to get 3 months off of work. And because we all had our own careers going on in our lives and are trying to figure it out. And we just decided one day, like, what if we just don't come back?
Yeah, leaving for 3 months, you might as well just quit.
Yeah.
Like, why even come back?
And we should keep going. We might as well keep going. And then the idea kind of evolved a little bit. And when COVID kicked us out, a couple of us already had Honda monkey bikes. These guys, you could tell that story.
After last year we 7 of us, me, Osti, Coulter, and 4 other guys flew down to Nashville and bought Honda monkeys, and and then we drove it back to Sturgis just for the
rally.
Basically because we were sick of COVID and we knew we couldn't leave the country, and we're like, what can we do in the US? And that's what we came up with.
That is freaking so cool.
When you're in Nashville, I think that you probably could have sold the song rights to 2 tuk-tuks to the bottom.
Where's your drink at?
Yeah, well, and then since 3 of the 5 of us had Honda monkeys already, it was kind of a no-brainer. Once we tried to get tuk-tuks here, it didn't work out. It was a no-brainer, it was less money for the other 2 of us, me and Cody, just to get bikes.
Yeah. All right, so I have to do a small disclaimer real quick just to cover my bases, because my wife is our #1 fan. She listens to the show. She's probably the first one that downloads it. She does all of our master critiquing and has helped us out quite a lot. Honey, when you come home and find a Honda monkey in the garage, it's not my fault.
Yes.
You can blame it on me. It's fine.
Okay. Well, it's Coulter's fault.
So James,
the manager.
I got it figured out.
On me. It's fine.
Tammy finds mine in the garage. I'm just gonna say I'm storing it for James.
Along with the other ones. That's why I'm not allowed at your house anymore.
Man, I tell you what, I was, first of all, big freaking props to you guys for just doing it, because there's so many people that are someday guys. Like someday I'm going to do that. Now, man, tomorrow, man.
If not now,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I think it's awesome. I can't wait to check in with you guys and, wherever the heck you are in the world, and see how the trip's progressing, lessons learned. How are the bikes holding up? I mean, man, I don't even know, like, what's the record for miles on one of those things?
I don't know. I know there was a guy that was trying to do around the world on a Honda monkey, but that was 2019, and he had to stop because of COVID. So I know that it was an attempt, but I don't know if anybody else has ever tried.
Dang. Top speed 65 miles an hour.
We hope 65 with the wind.
That's downhill.
Downhill, no wind, perfect.
With the wind blowing us.
Really, if you think about it, the only time it's going to suck to have that limit on speed is within the United States, because once they hit
when you get into like Argentina, Peru, you're going to have finished roads. I mean, they've got interstate system. Africa, I mean, first of all, it's not like you're gonna get pulled over for speeding. So, I mean, have you ever watched Top Gear?
Yeah.
Those guys, they drove all over the continent of Africa, And I don't know. There was a couple of cities they went through that had some speed limits. Other than that, it was just let it go. Just let it go. And then when Europe, obviously, European roads. I mean, you're gonna have to stay off the interstate.
Yeah, you're gonna have to avoid it.
Just avoid it altogether. Some jerk will come by and anyway. You get to do this, and you get to do this at an age where you got sense enough to do it, right? But you're young enough to enjoy the hell out of it. And I mean, dude, I'm talking epic trip of a lifetime kind of thing. You're either going to get married or you're not. At the end of this trip, you want to talk about a test.
I mean, that's also, you're setting the bar pretty high. You get back to home life, it get a little boring.
But dude, what happens if she's like, I don't know, let's say they're in Kenya. Hell with this, I'm going home.
See, I don't think that'll happen because he owns some land in Kenya, and we actually plan to stay there for a little while. And I did quit.
Are you shitting me? Are you making this shit up?
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Kenya is actually. So weird you said that.
I spent a lot of time in Kenya. That's why I know Swahili.
Speak Swahili.
Yes, yes.
Like, did you think that was so he could pick chicks up at a bar? A couple of grunts and a click here, and I got her, man. It's like you knew he was like. I know he's probably like the robber baron over there, with he's got, what do they call those guys? What's the word I'm looking for? Bawana. Bawana is the big chief. Got the, the big landowner in Kenya. And so the other problem is cheetahs could run you down and eat you.
Right.
About anything could run us down and eat us.
A hippo could run us down.
Yeah.
This is why they have one CT90.
Hey, did you hear about Coulter? No, what happened? He got eaten by a rhino. No shit. Ran him down on his monkey. Why was he riding a monkey? I mean, come on. We can talk about that for miles.
Hey,
dude,
but we
really
saved the jacket.
Yes.
We saved the jacket.
We saved the jacket. Well, Chris, I mean, why do you think they have 4 monkeys and one CT90? You only got to run faster than one person.
The thing is, the CT90 has a 150cc motor on it, so it goes just as fast as the monkeys.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. I thought it was a 90.
Yeah.
No, it's a little modified.
He's up in North Dakota, man. They know the whole bear joke thing. He knows that. He's played that game.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So any plans for what are the I mean, you guys have traveled extensively. What's the unseen that you want to see this trip? What's on the top what's the top 5 things?
What's the bottom?
I want to
the bottom.
I want to go skiing in Argentina or in Chile.
Yeah.
We all have.
There's no real like destination, or it's just the journey itself. Like,
That's the best thing about this entire trip is there really isn't a place. Like a lot of people have said to us, well, why don't you just fly there or fly to the place you want to see along the way? And it's like, but fly where? We're not going anywhere. It's more about the journey, and the entire journey is why we're even doing this, because that's what we want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's about the ride, not the destination.
Yeah. So we have places that we would like to see, but our hearts won't be broken if we don't get there. We just want to enjoy everything we're doing along the way and not make really concrete, solid plans, because you never know what can happen, especially in these days with COVID and restrictions and borders being closed. So we're going to wing it.
Well,
We're not scared.
I mean, I will say, make Coco's Corner sort of a priority, because that sumbitch ain't going to live forever.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, no, that'll
That's
definitely.
number 1 on the list.
Hey, maybe when we're getting close, we'll try to do a video or a feed when we're down at Coco's Corner.
if that dude has Wi-Fi, I'll kiss his James, I'm going down there again and just to kiss Coco's butt.
We'll
Having Wi-Fi.
We'll figure out how to get Wi-Fi.
We'll do a hotspot on my phone.
We couldn't even get
I
the
like it.
GPS.
I bet they have
signal
Verizon down there, right?
Yeah,
Let
my
alone a
Verizon phone
cell.
worked just fine.
My Verizon works down there.
I mean,
Yeah, my Verizon
Coco's
worked fine
Corner?
down there.
Coco's Corner, there was no reception.
No, there wasn't any cell
None.
phone coverage.
Oh, I hear you. Maybe we'll just record ourselves and send it to you.
There you go.
Oh, we'll catch
There
up with
you
you.
go.
Just take some stills and sign the logbook, and then when you get to, a B&B or a campsite that's got some Wi-Fi, you let us know, and we'll tune in and catch up with you guys, and send us the pics so we can put them on the YouTube video and edit them in
Yeah.
as we're talking. That way people can kind of ride along with you, so to speak. As,
Perfect.
I mean,
as you're
we're,
doing this.
we're on your social stuff, so I can do screenshots
Oh.
off of that and throw the pictures in there as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
That's what I
Oh.
do.
When do you estimate, because I know there's no plan, but when do you estimate hitting Europe?
Ooh,
Oh,
Next
that's
year?
a really tough one.
Yeah.
Like- June?
2026.
Maybe.
Well, I figured
I don't know.
Argentina
It-
by Christmas.
God, I don't know.
it matters with the COVID.
It matters
restrictions
with
going
the
to South
borders.
America.
Argentina at Christmas, and then
I mean,
don't know.
it, with
restrictions.
Yeah.
some people are saying it's not going to be open till
Yeah.
the beginning of next year.
I'd say next late summer at the absolute earliest.
Okay.
James and I
Wait,
are going to the Isle of Man TT races for my 60th birthday next year. We'd hook up with you.
Oh, that'd be
Where is
awesome.
that?
That'd be amazing. We
Where
might
is
be able
that?
to fly there and meet you guys there.
Yeah, we can take
we'll
a
put them in
break.
our carry-on. We'll meet
Yeah.
We've got bikes on the island, so we get to ride the route, and we got a campsite. We're camping at this woman that's got like a paddock that she's letting everybody camp in, and
Wow.
and then we're gonna watch the race and go back to Edinburgh, and the wives are gonna meet us in Edinburgh, and then we're gonna do a little tour of Scotland with the girls, and then come back. So I was like, I
Sweet.
wonder when they're gonna be over there.
That would be very
Yeah,
cool.
that'd be. We might.
Well, we're going to
If we
keep in
can't
touch.
go all the way and
When are you
So-
gonna be there?
June.
June.
End of May.
Yeah,
it's
like
like
the
the last week of May or
16th
first week of June.
Possibility.
It is a possibility.
Yeah,
We'll keep in touch so we'll know.
Oh yeah.
that'd be
I
cool.
would like to get in touch with you guys at least once every other month.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
that's
I think at
definitely
least like
doable.
that once a month at least. It'd be
Oh, yeah.
more entertaining. It might be.
Everybody
the other
welcome
thing is-
Troggy has showed up.
He's had enough beers for
Troggy for now.
So when Coulter gets too drunk, his name's Troggy. So
He's here.
Troggy has showed up.
I've
yeah.
never
Coulter's
met the guy.
gone.
We used to have a guy we worked with. We called him the Angry Pirate. He's getting really shit talk like this all the time. I was like, what the hell's the matter with your face? I don't know. Looked like the Angry Pirate.
Hey, so the other thing I'm going to send you guys is for down in Baja. There's this one area where there's, like there's a dude on the side of the road with a 5-gallon thing of gas, and you can get gas there. But
Oh.
there's what looks to be a shed to the side of the road, and it's sketchy as fuck looking. But they have running water, and that was it. Our standard was if the building had running water, we would eat there.
Yeah.
That's a good standard.
That's great.
It was probably one of the best meals that I had down in Baja.
Really?
Really?
It was one lady working in. It was like they pulled up a food truck to the side of a shed, and there was 2 tables in there. You sat at one table, and she just said, "This is what you're eating." There was no ordering. It was
That's the best.
this
Yeah.
is it, and it was fucking good. Oh,
Awesome.
So the
You
rest
have a
of us will be
picture of that,
good
Chris?
except for Courtney.
Yeah.
It's in your inbox. I just sent it to
All
you.
right.
So everyone will enjoy that except for probably me, because the biggest part about this whole trip is I have celiac disease and I can't eat anything with gluten whatsoever. So
I'm
we've
sure it was
had-
gluten free.
oh
Oh,
no!
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I'm positive.
50-50.
100%.
Yeah,
We actually
100%.
we just spent the whole day making how many pounds of gluten-free jerky just to make sure I have backup food for situations.
Hey, wasn't it North Dakota where the guy was actually like world renowned for his jerky, and it turns out it was people? Was that North Dakota,
What?
Wyoming?
Oh,
I don't know.
I feel like I know
True.
about that.
True story. True story. People would drive
Yeah.
for miles to get this dude's beef jerky. Turns out it
I'll
was
sell you
people.
some.
Oh, wasn't that Montana?
I think it was.
It was
I think it was
Montana.
Sounds more
Montana.
Montana.
Yeah.
That's a
That's more
Montana
like
thing.
my fucked up style.
Okay. All right.
That's the manager's deal. Nah, they're
Yeah.
So if we're down to 4, and I'm selling jerky, you'll know what's going on.
Okay, there's the restaurant.
Oh, what the
Oh,
heck?
wow.
Nice.
I like it.
Food was banging.
Yeah, I think this
taco?
building is where they lived. And
Yeah,
then-
you see the dish on there?
yeah.
They had running water and a satellite dish.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that looks
we're
like
good. We're good.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
show them the next picture at the gas station.
You got more pictures in there?
Yeah, I emailed you another one.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, you want somebody quick, hand him a tissue. Show him a picture at the gas station.
All
And
right,
the whole
hold on, I'm
reason we
just-
had to do this was we were riding with a guy who had an Africa Twin, and his gas mileage sucked compared to the BMWs. And so we had to gauge our stops. Oh, this is the road. This is Coco's is to the left. Okay? Right?
Yeah,
and,
right here.
and that's the road. That's the road we came in on.
That's
And
Coco's
then
Corner?
going this way behind is the rest of the road.
Just nothing but
Top end right there. Look at all the buildings and billboards and
Looks like
So-
a party down there.
totally.
That's all I got, Chris, is those three. I ain't got anything else.
Oh,
Wish
no,
you'd sent
that's a
it
bummer
somewhere
because
else.
I sent you the gas stop where we're with the jerry cans.
Oh, yeah. That's all I got.
Well, listen, guys, this has been a blast. I'm so sorry we were a few minutes late. Can't thank you guys enough for hanging out with us.
When he
No,
says
thanks
we,
for
he
inviting
means
us.
him.
Yeah.
I was here.
Yeah.
I made it just, I was here on my phone getting out of the car, but
Hold on. Hey, hon, James wants to talk to you about making me late for the podcast.
all right. It's good seeing you guys.
Stand by.
Talk to you later.
James is going to
Bye.
explode in just a couple seconds. The round's coming. Really, really appreciate you guys doing this, man. It's been a blast.
this has
I
been
am so
awesome.
jealous, man. I cannot believe how cool this is.
Fuck, this is my first podcast.
This is the first and funnest podcast we've ever done.
I hope to see it in a month.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know where we'll
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, hopefully
We're
you're
gonna-
not
we're
sitting
gonna
there
have-
with that. Yeah, hopefully you're not still sitting there waiting
I'll
on.
still be in my suit though. I'll still
He'll
have.
be wearing the same
I was
thing.
I
He'll
was
be in a
just gonna
different
say, dude, you got to be in the jacket. I don't care if you're in the
He
middle
will
of
be.
Nairobi. You better have the jacket on.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Super Dave.
Pants
Super
are
Dave.
optional. They're not gonna last.
It's
Keep the
it's
camera
Super Dave.
tilted up there a little bit there, folks. I don't trust him at all, James. Do you?
Oh, waist up.
Ooh.
You don't want to see what's down below the table.
Yeah.
Oh
Gnarly.
no, no.
And that's with a shower
That's
this
why I'll
week.
say, like, just so you can see the jacket.
I'll tell you
Good.
what, bro. I'll wear a jacket next time we get on a call with you
All
guys.
right.
Yeah.
I'll still have this, and I'll be in. Hopefully, not in the U.S.
We'll be close.
And I'll
To the bottom.
to the bottom.
Okay, you better have
Ooh.
your suit on next.
How much are we betting on this card game that's coming up? Because I'm not feeling like wait.
Hey,
Yeah,
can I throw
I'm
5 in?
I'm betting $5 that one of those fuckers doesn't show
Go
up.
fund
That's-
me. Go fund me for my card game.
All right.
Well, the other two guys that are the other two guys that are in the game right now, blowing up our phones because we're late, and it's funny because we're not on the same team. Both of our partners are sitting there looking at each other like, "Where the hell are we?" This has been great, though, man. I can't tell you how much fun this has been, and how much we appreciate you guys doing this. We'll blow it up and tag it and make sure that we'll get a little, James will put a little runner on the bottom that has all your social media contact stuff, and
Perfect.
we'll get a bunch of people. You got to document the heck out of this, man. I'm telling you, this is a movie in the making.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, we will.
We'll try.
Courtney and I got to go do our driving test tomorrow. See if we get a license for motorcycles.
I don't even have
I
one.
forgot to tell you that. But it'll be okay. We'll be fine. We'll be
Pants are
fine.
optional, but you do need a motorcycle endorsement.
No,
We got the
you don't.
permit. It's
It'll-
fine.
Hey,
It'll be fine.
James, you know what? Do you guys ever watch Forged in Fire?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so do you remember the former host, Will Willis?
Yep.
Okay, so he was on our podcast. I think it was episode 13. I don't remember. You can see it though. You can find it on our list of podcasts.
They've already listened to all of them.
Fantastic interview. Well, he's okay. You listened to Will Willis's interview?
I haven't.
What? Me?
Okay, one honest dude in the crowd.
You did.
But listen, he is an independent film guy. And this is the kind of connection you need to get this into a movie.
All right.
All
We'll have to look
right.
into
All
that.
right.
So you start with us. We're
Hey, manager,
Yeah.
you're fired, bro. You're out.
Yeah. Okay.
Blackie's in.
Ben fired.
Hey, I'll be good video content. It's fine.
you're starting out at the lowest rung. That would be us. And then we're putting you in touch
Definitely.
with Florian to do a little stuff in the magazine.
Right.
Yeah,
For
we'll get you
Roadrunner
to Will.
magazine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we'll get you to Will.
We'll get you in road with, Florian's been on with us a couple of times. And
I
has
listened.
You've
off-
been in contact,
I've been
right?
in contact with Florian. I sent him out an email, kind of telling our
What you guys
beginning
think?
story.
now you can tell him you were on our podcast. He's been on twice with us. He'll be on next month when the quarterly issue comes out.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Awesome.
and he's going to ride with us down in North Carolina.
Yes.
Nice.
Fun.
And but yeah, I mean, it's all about the photos, great imagery to go with the story.
That's the
And
biggest thing for them.
and yeah, we've already softened him up about putting a couple of pages in there for for you guys.
All
that'd be
right.
sweet.
All right. That's
So this could be good, man. This could be really cool. So we're happy to ride along with you.
awesome.
This is
All
awesome. I'm
right.
glad you guys are
Thank
joining
you.
us. Thank you.
All
all
right,
right,
so until we
fellas.
see you guys again, ride her out.
Ride her out.
To the bottom.
Yeah,
To the
to
bottom.
Bottom.
bottom.